So in this video we are going to solve one problem 2 sum, but that the given array would be the sorted here. So if you see here in the previous video, when your array was not sorted, so this was our approach, right? Just spend some time, then I will move into the our actual problem. So suppose if you have given the array 2 array 1 7 9, so what approach we done that we use the hash map. So we take one number and we took one number, and what is the remaining? So if you are on the 2, so if you are on the 2 and your target is 9, so obvious remaining would be the 9 minus 2 and 7. So always looking the 7 in the map. If it is there, then we can return that as it is. So your complexity would be there in the case of the OM. But now for this problem, this array is the sorted array. So if you see, this is not this way, but this would be the 2 7 11 5. So we are going to take the advantage of the sorted to find out the 2 sum. So what if you do that in this way? So it's very easy, means we just in one scan we can do that. So in that case also we are not going to use any map, so we use the sliding window concept, means we put the 2 pointer concept and you can get the answer. So carefully you can see here. So suppose if you have the 2 7 11 5, or any number you can take the 17, right? And or you can take suppose 12 and 19. So if this is the array and you have to output, means the target, you have to target find out the 14. So in this case, if you see, this is the sorted. So what we will do, if this is your array, we put one pointer here and give the name is the low, another pointer here, give the pointer is high. Okay, and you compare that if this nums, right? If nums starting is the low and num is the, what is the range? Suppose range is the n, so of course this index would be the n minus 1, right? So this element plus this element, right? Nums high, if equal to target, what you looking the target? If it is there, then no need to do anything. You can return the index. What is the index right now? So you return the index of the row. So simply you have to return new int low and high, because both have the index. But now suppose that is not a case. If you see here 9, and if you add the 2 plus 19, it becomes the 21. So your target is the 9, but you are looking the 21. So of course this is the sorted, so you have to reduce the number, right? You have to reduce the number. So then what you have to do, if you want to reduce the number, then you have to come this side, right? Because if you want to get from the 2 to 7, your number will be increased. So right now what happened, you are in the 2 and you are 19, so number is coming the 21, right? So but you need the 9, so you want to reduce the number. So what if you want to reduce the number? So of course if you move 2 to 7, so suppose if this is the 7 plus 19, it become the 26, so it will be increasing. So right, so if your target, if you after addition, if greater than target, in that way what you have to do, you have to reduce the high, means you have to minus high. So next time what it will check, it will check 2 and 17. Again this is the 19, again this is more than the target, right? So again you will do the high minus 1. Your low is the continue here, so then your high become come here, high become come here, and high become come here, right? And so sorry, your target is the 14, right? Anyhow, so the moment you come here 12 and 2, it become the 14 and you can stop here, right? But now this is the one case. So you check here, if else If this is equal, you are okay. If else, if this part greater than target, then you have to reduce the high, because it is after adding it is more, so you have to reduce. So for the reduce, you have to move this high pointer. High pointer you use here this side for reducing your addition after adding the row high. If it is the, if you want to increase, then move this side, right? So suppose if your target was 40, right? So suppose if your row here and high here, and suppose your target is the 80, suppose 31, and starting was the 2, and you starting the 19, it was the 21. So how is your case? So 21 is less than your target. So when you after adding, if it is row, then the target you want to increase your these additions, right? So how you will do increase? Then because you are already in the high at the maximum number, so this time you have to move this row. If you take the row, so now 7 plus 19, it is still 16. I am not getting the 31. Again increase the row here. So if you see 12 and 19, I will get it. So this is the third condition. In third condition, simple you have to increase the row. So just you have to find out the three conditions. If your low and high indexes element after adding you are making that getting the target, return the both index. If after adding the number it is less than the target, if it is the greater than the target, in this case after adding those things, then move the high from right to left, and if this number is going the less, then you have to make this low to high, means from left to right side. We will see in the code, then you can find out very easily. So only the three conditions you have to keep in the mind. If you sum after adding the low and high element value, if it is equal to the target, then simple return with index of the low and high. If your sum is greater than target, so if your sum is already greater than the target, so you have to reduce the number. So how we can reduce the number? Because this is sorting order, so you have to take the high toward the left, so it will become the high minus minus. Under condition, if your target is more and you have to increase the sum, so how you increase? You take the row from the left to right. In that case, you increase this. These three conditions you have to think, and you will find out. We will see in the code. Thank you. So if you see the problem statement, so you have one given number that is in the already sorted, just we discussed that, and exactly one solution you should have it, right? And when you return the index, you have to add by 1, so it will have the integer index. So if you see the example, so you have given the index array 2 7 11 1 and target is 9, so output is the 1 2. 1 means they are starting the index from the 1, not the 0. So 1 and the 7, 1 and 2, right? In this case, if you are looking for the 6, so they will obviously they add the 2 and 4, so 2 is on the 1 and the 4th is the 3rd. So this is the way we have to work. So let me start our work. So first and foremost, what we have to do, that as we discussed, take the two indexes, low and high, and of course high I will keep in the last index, right? So how you will get the last index? What is the length? -1, right? We can get the index. Now move until unless we will cross to each other, right? As a two-pointer concept we know, right? Then you have to check that if adding both, means if you add the row, the element on the row and the element on the high, if it is equal to target, then no need to do anything. We can just simple return the indexes, right? So we have to row +1. Why did I did the +1? Because in the questions they have saying that they will start, they want to start the indexes from the 1, right, not the 0. So this is the first case. Second case, what could be there? Second case, you copy, just complete this one, and after adding, if you add, if it is more than the target, in that case what you say, this is the sorted, so you have to take the high from right to left, so you have to decrease the high. And third, case, if your this complete part is lesser than the target, so you want to increase your addition, so of course your row should be increased from move from left to the right, because it is sorted order numbers, right? So in this case, what I will say, row plus plus, and to make just compatible for the method, we have to return empty one, right? So let me make the empty array meter. This is the answer. Let me check it's working or not. So go here and run it. So it is accepted, right? So it's working fine. Let me submit this code. So it should be accepted. So it is accepted.